Hello, everyone. My name is Dods, Medeiros, and welcome to my senior capstone proposal presentation. The title of my senior project is called Maximizing the Distance Experience, and the title of my research paper is called The Distance Experience Needs Help, so let's improve it. And that improvement starts with me. A little overview about myself. My full name is Noah Keala Opudi Dods Medeiros. In 2022, I graduated and transferred from Maui College. I achieved my associate's in science degree in creative media with a focus in film. I was also awarded Most Outstanding Film Student Award from Brian Cohn, who is the ACM head at UHMC. In 2019, I graduated from St. Anthony High School in Wailuku, Maui, from a very big graduating class of 11 students. And I was one out of 11 there. And currently, I'm a part of the Academy for Creative Media program at UH West Oahu. I'm working to earn my bachelor's degree in creative media with a concentration in general creative media. For my executive summary, I'm going to go over 4 essential elements here. First, I'll be going over my thesis statement to give it's going to give a brief overview of my research. Second is going to be my plans for the senior capstone project. I'll be discussing my virtual video toolkit and the goals of my overall deliverable. 3, I'll be going over the objective and rationale of the research conducted. Why does my topic matter? And the importance of my research and how it'll affect higher education. 4th, I'll be addressing the significance of my proposed project with my research, how my research is going to benefit UH West Oahu, UH campuses, and higher education in the huge scope of things, and the future implications of my research in general. So the thesis statement. As distance learning continues to evolve, we are able to improve a student's quality of life by providing independent mass communication options, distance accessibility in student clubs and organizations, and creates equal social networking opportunities in the online environment. So I just threw a bunch of words and jargon at you. What does that all mean? Well, the question here, and this leads into my objective and rationale. The main question here is, why did I just put myself through 70 pages of research? Because I know only a maniac would do this for no reason. But luckily, I have a reason. First, the initial question I asked myself going into this research is, how can we improve the distance learning experience? Because currently, there are a lack of resources for distance learning strategy, and not just in UH West Oahu, I'm not attacking everyone here, but in higher education in general. And I'm taking this opportunity to reflect on my time as a distance student in the UH West Oahu system and also in the UHMC system. The main inspiration for this research and my objective here was from my class and club experience. Charlotte knows this. I'm a part of the student media board and participating in an online environment. I'm also a part of the admin team for UH West Oahu's esports club, and I'm able to participate that and run the club asynchronously. So I'm wondering if I could somehow take that aspect and be able to apply it to the rest of UH West Oahu in general, to the greater audience. And of course, this leads into another objective, is the evolution for UH West Oahu distance education. Because statistically, and I'll be getting to more of the data later, more than half of UH West Oahu, and that's a significant number, more than half of UH West Oahu campus is exclusive online attendance, and gives us even more further incentive to innovate the online distance learning format post-pandemic. We did a great foundation during the pandemic. Let's continue that on forward. And the key objective here is to maximize the online distance experience and to make an impact for the future of UH West Oahu. And the key virtue that I kind of went by as I was going through my research here is, what can I do for them that I couldn't do for myself? What can I do for distance students that I couldn't provide for myself? And how could I make their experience all the more better? Well, I figured that I could do this through my senior capstone plan. My original concept as I started in this semester was to create my own UH West Oahu study platform, which sounds like a great idea. But Alfie and I discussed this. We figured that we might not have enough time to implement everything and also a contingency plan for after I graduate. So instead, we turned to compiling a video toolkit for distance students, for current and future students. And I decided to utilize the Discord application for this guide. Why Discord? Well, it combines elements of synchronous and asynchronous functionality into one singular platform. It's like taking Zoom and Laulima, putting them into one thing. It includes voice chat, has voice chat, mass meeting options, video camera screen sharing, and forum text chat capability. And so what will the video toolkit consist of? Well, it consists of providing students with methods in creating an independent studying platform through the Discord application. It'll serve basics of how to use the platform, how to organize a server for studying and for the greater online landscape, and also community management. Because if students want to do this on their own time and create an own initiative to create an online studying platform for everyone, well, they got to know community management if they want to keep it going in the future. And of course, we want to, I'm aiming to do short form video below 3 minutes for a YouTube channel separated into different episodes. And as an extra note, I'm actually planning, and this is probably a big surprise to people who know me, I'll be heading over to Oahu next semester for the entire semester. And I will be there to record physically on campus, and also to include students if I should have the time to do so. And continuing on, this is where I need you. Now, in the meantime, I will be planning to post my toolkit to dedicated Instagram and YouTube platforms. I'll be making that all on my own. That's no worries. It's a social media campaign. But how can I bring the exposure to new students? Well, I'm wondering if it's possible to somehow include this into a welcoming email to new students who are transferring in next year, or somehow including this into a workshop. I'm not entirely sure, but this is sort of the area where my PR, right? This is where I'm trying to get into, and the area that I'm not exactly too sure how I'm going to spread it out yet, but I'll pretty sure that I will be able to figure it out in the future. But the main goal of this is to show distance students that they are not limited in communication and socialization. And they also have a present independent studying options through Discord. And they're not just limited to Laulima or thinking that they don't really have much of an option. And the hypothetical goal, and this is something I'm very passionate about, is to continue the distance infrastructure for the entirety of UH West Oahu. Not just for this, but to also for me to implement this, it's all in my research, to the grand landscape of UH West Oahu in general, for clubs and organizations and everything else above that. And this leads into our significance. So significance point number one, I want the first significance point is exploring new ways to create and develop a virtual third place and study platform in an online environment. For those who aren't familiar with a third place, it essentially is a place between home and work. For example, face-to-face students have the library. That is their third place. They study, they socialize, and they work together and network. The graph on the right side here is the elements of what makes a great place. We're focusing solely on the sociability aspect of the top left. And we're going to be focusing, my virtual video toolkit will be covering the interactive parts of it, the cooperative parts of it, and the social networking elements of a third place. And that is sort of the main goal that I'm heading out to. And of course, this will also encourage earlier career development for distance students, because Discord isn't just made for just a studying platform. It's made to communicate, a platform to network and to socialize with people, something that distance students are currently lacking. Significance point number two, we are joining the effort on a new research topic. The quotes on the right side of this slide here are quotes from my research journals that I went through and sort of showing the benefits of Discord. Discord has the potential to be a great learning tool for the new fourth generation of distance learning. In my research, I go over that there are currently 3 generations of distance learning. First is the correspondence generation, which founded itself in the 19th century, which used pen and paper and mailing. Multimedia was founded in the 20th century, which included television and radio to further enhance distance learning. And currently, we are using we are in the computer and online generation, which essentially means that we are using the internet and computing power to further enhance distance learning. And this could be possibly leading us to a 4th new generation that we have not experienced it because there's so much untapped potential. Perhaps this 4th community rather than just a classroom. Discord promotes that. Even apps that are similar to Discord too, they do the same exact thing. Things that we have never really thought about before. And this can lead to discovering using external applications like Discord or Slack, which Alfie is very much familiar with Slack as well, very similar to Discord. Significance point number 3, we're going to alleviate the current issues of distance learning at UH West Oahu. Currently, there is a lack of student life participation for distance students. I mean, you can't go to a campus, right? But this could also be a platform that could be utilized to create events, to create that interaction for distance students that don't have that interaction. We can create available resources for distance learning strategy, ones that aren't available just yet. We can create distance student inclusion. I mean, sometimes I feel a little excluded. I mean, that's just because I'm out in the mainland and there's not much I can do about that. But we can facilitate this to encourage student inclusion. Creating new avenues for social networking, because currently there is a lack of social networking for distance students, and this video virtual toolkit will provide that. And it will create inspiration for new distance learning environments, modeled after Cram Jam and other end of semester events. If students are able to study together in cram jam and able to get together in the last minute to do this, why can't distance students have the same opportunities? Well, that leads us into significant point number 4. Future implications. We're going to be encouraging the initiative to expand club and organizations' distance accessibility. This is what the video virtual toolkit is the foundation for this. And we can then expand it into other things, possibly. Even after I graduate, I would love to do this. I would love to participate in this if given the opportunity to do so. I want to be able to create a larger distance learning environment movement for West Oahu in general because of our large online student population. Expanding additional distance accessibility for campus events or creating new events that can utilize distance technology. Presenting new research on a new topic that hasn't been researched all too much yet, and possibly creating an official distance library or study platform for West Oahu. Because if face-to-face students can have a physical library to go through to socialize and study and network with each other, why can't distance students have a distance library to do the same exact thing, to facilitate that third place? And this moves into our data here. So this is the percentage of students enrolled in online classes at West Oahu. In fall 2023, last semester, 54% of students are completely online in our campus. This was a 22.6% increase pre-pandemic, right before the pandemic started. And this isn't even including hybrid students. Hybrid students make up 37.4% of our student body. And other significant campuses that are completely online, this isn't even including hybrid students. Windward, Leeward, Hawaii CC, Kapiolani, Honolulu CC, UHMC, and Kauai. Look at those percentages. Those are huge. Those are the student body in each of those campuses. And so leads to our target audience. That is our target audience. Incoming and undergraduate students, ages 17 through 24. And I do know that there are older college students, but for the majority, I want to focus on what's there, our core audience. Of course, distance students. I wouldn't be having this without distance students. Oahu, Outer Island, and mainland students like me. And also, for now, I want to focus just on a small audience before I'm able to expand this further, because I would love to do this in the future, even after I graduate. West Oahu, ACM students and faculty, because I also want the faculty to know what the students are being taught. I feel like it's very essential to be transparent in that way. And so the proposed toolkit will provide interactive online options for distance students that haven't been in an institutional capacity before. Because Discord is not an officially endorsed application to be used, we still want the students to do this on their own independent time. The point is not immediately integrating Discord into the education system. It's just about encouraging it outside of the classroom. It's about encouraging that outside social connection. We want to also normalize the use of external applications to initiate contact with others in a distance environment. We also want to promote distance learning strategies. This toolkit will promote this. Studying habits for distance students, because there isn't really a set standard. There is no set model to follow. And also collaboration amongst everyone in an online environment. The toolkit will be able to do that. And also to promote future initiatives to increase distance accessibility at West Oahu. This is only the start of a grand movement. And so begins the preparation and process phase. First, I will be creating the accounts next semester, the Instagram and YouTube accounts. I will be going into the production phase where I will be recording video and possibly getting other students involved into this as well, and also screen recording the Discord footage, and also going to post-production and posting, editing the footage together, promoting it, QR codes. You know, I'm a media board person, so you got to get those QR codes out there somehow. And the deliverable, a YouTube playlist format. So first, I'm going to be going, each video is going to be below 3 minutes, at least that's the goal. Episode 1 is going to explain the basis and concept of the toolkit and how it helps distance students. Episode 2 is going to get a little closer look at the Discord platform and its basic functions and how it can serve those using it. Episode 3 is going to go over the organizing the Discord server for studying capability. And episode 4 is community management, because after, if a student wants to take this further, they're able to manage a community efficiently. And of course, in case there are any other content, I will leave miscellaneous space open. And this is for my Instagram account. It would be a short form for Instagram posting, gives short snippets from the main videos into a short form a short form format, give a more concise version of these videos. You're able to, this will be able to be shared with official West Oahu accounts, possibly able to integrate with West Oahu itself. That's just me thinking in the future. If not, then I will transform it into my own independent initiative, because if no one is going to do this, then I will. And of course, introduction to the YouTube series itself. Thank you, and congratulations, you are now actively involved in a new movement for UH West Oahu and for the rest of higher education. You should feel proud of yourselves and privileged to be in this position. And with that, are there any other questions?